Welcome back to TechnoSage in YouTube channel. So first of all, for today, we are going to get more GPUs by Nvidia, and this will be in the 4070 and 4060 series. So this will be entry line. The reason behind is like when you are producing a high-end GPU, there are some manufacturing defects where you can't get like that kind of a performance. So Nvidia will just disable some cores and then rename it to a lower end segment, as the new versions of 4070, 4060 Ti and 4060 has been spotted. And yeah, it is what everybody does basically. And AMD has next up AMD has shown off their FSR 3.1, which is an improvement. It improves temporal stability, better preservation of detail, reduced ghosting, and it's coming later to Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. As you can see in the images over there and in the video, yeah, ghosting has been reduced significantly compared to FSR 2.2. And yeah, and it's coming to Rift Apart, and this is something which is needed to be implemented by developers, and it is available for Xbox Developer Kit. And along with it, it decouples FSR 3 upscaling for from frame generation. So yes, and yeah, it will be available by Q2 and to the developers. So this is supposed to be implemented by the developers itself, and since it's been decoupled with FSR 3, so yeah, you can use essentially FSR 3.1 if developer enables it along with the DLSS by Nvidia. So it just shows how an AMD's implementation is pretty good, and it is also available for Vulkan. So overall, pretty significant upgrades and pretty nice things AMD does with its technologies. Next up, we have some news regarding Blackwell. I already made a video on the Blackwell GPU, like it's NVIDIA's first implementation of MCM GPUs for AI, and MCM is the future. We already went through specs and stuff like that, and now we have some news regarding the pricing and also the power limit of this. And yeah, it's essentially the limit of what the GPU die should be. Like after this point, the GPU die will not exist basically. But yes, at this price, at this technology, this is the biggest a GPU can be made, and the price point for this GPU is going to be 30 to 40,000 bucks. And do note, it's not just it's just the GPU die and not the entire system, because Nvidia will be selling the entire system, which will cost around maybe for more than 40K. It will be varied according to the system. And because GB2 GB200 cost around 6,000 to be produced, but it took around $10 billion from Nvidia to for the GPU architecture and designing process. So yeah, they are going to recoup that price from somewhere. And the power draw of this insanity is almost 1200 watts. Like the price point was like eye-watering 40 to 60,000, and now it's 1200 to run this GPU. So yeah, the heat dissipation will be on a whole other level, and you need some instant cooling. Next up, we have some news regarding RTX 50 series, and yeah, it comes from Red Gaming Tech, and we already saw that from Kupat 7 Kimi that it will be using the same process node as GB100 with 30% increase in density. But now we got some performance metrics for RTX 5080, and this is a thing which comes from mega size GPU, I guess, as you can see on the screen here. And according to him, Nvidia was first planning to go against AMD's Radeon RX 9 8000 high end. And yeah, it comes from this liquor, and it says Nvidia's top die GPU is the biggest gen to gen performance uplift in the is the biggest ever. And don't forget, the Blackwell was designed to compete with the monster 3nm MCM RDN4. More to come soon. And yeah, we already know like AMD has cancelled its plan for high-end GPU, and they will only launch mid-range GPUs. But do note, Nvidia didn't knew it at that time. And yeah, and it depends on AMD's competitiveness. But yeah, and this bad boy, according to Red Gaming Tech, will be faster than 80's 180 102s in pure rasterization. So basically, RTX 5080 will be more powerful than RTX 4090. And according to Red Gaming Tech, it is going to be like 30 to 40% more faster. And Blackwell is using a different microarchitecture than Hopper. So Blackwell is going to be looking pretty insane. And yeah, if it's true, RTX 5080 is a go-to card because you're getting more performance compared to RTX 4090. So yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll meet you in the next one.